Hello super friends and welcome to DC TV Talk, and in today's episode of the show we are going to be breaking down the new Shadows trailer that was released for The Flash Season 5, so let's discuss. Also, I know that videos have not been as consistent as of late. I am going to address that at the end of this video, so if you want to know more about that, make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video. But before we get to that, let's break down this trailer. So the trailer starts off with Barry and Iris and all the other Flash family members inside the West household at the end of The Flash Season 4, where we see Nora, and Barry and Iris are very confused, saying, you know, oh, so you're our daughter from the future, okay. I mean, they've kind of dealt with a lot of weird time travel stuff in the past, but this has got to be the most weird thing, seeing your kid that you did not even know existed. It's not like, you know, it'd be a bit more plausible if Iris was pregnant at this point on the show, but she's not, so it's just like this kind of, it's a weird kind of thing, because you have to think that Barry and Iris are going to be like, oh, so we are going to have a kid, oh, okay. So it's just kind of like, you know, it's a weird thing, but I quite like the fact they are having this discussion where they're just like, oh, so you're our kid from the future, we didn't even know you existed, but okay, sure, whatever. I think that's quite a funny little discussion. Also, Nora does say she's stuck in this time, which I'm pretty sure she did say in the Comic-Con trailer, but yeah, there it is. If you didn't know it already, Nora is stuck in our time. There's also this shot, which I will reference Pagey in the fact that he said that this is actually the future of Central City, like this is future Central City. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if this is the future. Like, I'm actually zooming in, looking at some of these people, and it looks like some of them actually have some sort of, I don't know, cybernetic augmentation or some kind of, like, there's a guy with like these weird sort of like goggles on, and there's this woman at the front with the umbrella who seems to have something on with her eyes as well. So this could be the future, but it's unconfirmed. We also got this shot, which I really like, where we see Nora actually using her gauntlet to actually project something. So this actually shows that the gauntlets actually have a use. Like, they're not just cool aesthetic design, which I thought they were going to be. They're actually got a function. They can actually, you know, beam out something, which I think is really cool. What it's beaming out, obviously we can't see. She's obviously projecting something to Barry to tell him about, you know, something going on in the future. But I like the fact that the gauntlets actually have functionality and practicality to them, and they're not just there for design. And I think that's really cool, because not only do they look cool, I mean, even if they were just there for aesthetics, that'd be fine, because it looks cool. But the fact they do have a function, I think, is really nice. It's a nice little touch that, you know, adds a little bit more coolness to Nora's suit that was already there. We then get a very intense shot of Joe sat down, and behind him is our first full body shot of Cicada, and we can actually see him there stood behind Joe. Is he about to kill Joe? Obviously we do know we're going to get quite a lot of major deaths this season. Could we see Joe get killed off in this episode? That would be pretty terrifying. There is rumours that maybe Jesse L. Martin could be leaving the show, and also the fact that he wasn't at Comic-Con this year does fuel that rumour a little bit even more. You know, perhaps he's just gone in this episode. So that'd be quite interesting. Also, in terms of Cicada, you can see him in the background. It's a little bit hard to see because he's dressed all in black and the background's pretty much all black. But you can see him, you can see his mask. One thing I find interesting about Cicada is they're not giving him like a proper costume. He's pretty much just wearing civilian clothes. He's just got that mask, which I guess helps him with his breathing. That's what gives him his Darth Vader sounding voice. But yeah, I quite like the fact that they are giving him a very grounded look as a villain. So he's not going through some really weird, you know, comic book looking suit like we got with the Thinker. This is actually just, you know, a guy, and I think that's quite interesting. And Cicada just intrigues me more and more and more the more we see of him. And we also get an up-close shot of Cicada's face. We can see him there. Not much going on, so we don't really know what he's looking at there, but, you know, if you ever want to get a bit more of an up-close look at his face, what he actually looks like under that mask, there he is. And once again, we have another full body shot of Cicada there, and again, very hard to see, very dark, very, you know, difficult to see. It seems like they want to keep Cicada very much in the dark. You know, I just feel like maybe they just want to keep him as a bit more of an anomaly when it comes to the season, a bit more of a surprise, I guess. But this is all episode 1 footage, I believe, which is quite interesting, because that does tell us that Cicada is going to be in this episode a lot. They're really kicking off with Cicada, so I think that's quite cool. But yeah, they obviously want to try and keep Cicada as a bit more of a surprise, a bit more of a mystery. So I think that's quite cool. I really do like when the DC TV shows do mystery villains. I think that's really cool. I mean, I'm not expecting Cicada to take his mask off and obviously be someone who we know. I mean, we pretty much know that's not going to happen at this point. But, you know, I still like the fact that he is going to have a bit of a mystery to him, and that's always more intriguing, I find. We also get this shot of Iris on her laptop, and she's watching some kind of surveillance footage, and you can see there's just like fire and embers all around. I don't really know what this is in relation to, but maybe this is Iris going back to her journalism roots. Obviously, we do know that that is what Iris will be doing in Season 5. She's going back to those journalism roots that made her such a good character back in Season 1 and Season 2. So maybe this is that. It might not be. I might be, looking into that a bit too much. I might be completely wrong. But I think it'd be cool if that's what she's doing. If she's, looking at surveillance footage to try and figure out something for a story. I think that'd be quite cool. So yeah, I mean, maybe this is Iris doing some investigative journalism. Maybe not. And going back to Cicada once again, we get this shot where we can see him with his lightning bolt dagger. Another look at the lightning bolt dagger. I think these lightning bolt daggers are really cool. I just think they have a really nice looking design, especially because it's, kind of like in terms of the lightning bolt design, it's a dark reflection of the Flash, I guess you could say. It's a dark reflection of the lightning bolt that, makes his symbol, that, that's the Flash's logo. And this is kind of like a dark reflection of that. What if it was the other way around? You have Cicada. I think that's really cool. And I just like the weapon design. It's just, it's a dagger but shaped like a lightning bolt. It's pretty cool. And we then see Nora discussing that, Team Flash, they're destined to beat Cicada. In the future, they do beat Cicada. However, they were meant to. They were supposed to. And now the future and the timeline has changed, which has caused them to lose against Cicada. Now, this does make me wonder, is Nora severely connected to Cicada? And does Cicada have, these massive implications throughout her life? Like, now that she's messed up the timeline, do they lose against Cicada in her timeline, and then that has caused a massive domino effect of all these other things, like potentially the death of Cisco that we saw? That would be quite interesting. I wonder if Cicada is so heavily built into the fact that, what is going on with Nora and everything that's messed up. I don't know, but I think that'd be quite cool, because it seems like Nora is very much aware of Cicada, and she knows kind of what would happen if they didn't win. And I think that's quite, again, intriguing. It adds a bit more elements of mystery to Cicada as a villain. And then we get the final shot where we see Barry talking to Nora. We see the family photo of Star Labs, where we get Cisco, Barry, Caitlin, and the original Earth 1 Wellsabard. But we also hear Barry say, Nora, I need to know what happens to me in the future. And this obviously has led a lot of us to speculate about what actually does happen with Barry in the future. A lot of us speculated that perhaps Barry is dead in Nora's future, where she's from. Her father died, which is why she comes back to our time. She's very clingy with Barry, because she obviously doesn't want to lose him, because this is maybe the first time, or at least the first time in a long time, that she's interacted with Barry, so she's going to be very much more clingy and a lot more, just wanting to spend time with him, because she doesn't get that opportunity in the future. So it could be that Barry's dead, maybe it's not, but I think Barry being killed off in the future is a most plausible option, and definitely one I'd like to see them do, because it'd be interesting to see them kind of kill off Barry, but not obviously kill off Barry in the main sense of the word. And I think that'd be a cool way to do it, because then we can kind of just cover that ground and we don't have to do it again, and it'd be fine. I mean, not that the Flash is exactly exempt from repeating storylines, but you know what I mean. I just think it'd be cool to kind of explore this idea of Barry being killed, and there's a way to stop it without actually killing Barry in the main timeline. Well, what do you guys think about the Flash Season 5 trailer? Make sure you let me know all your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Do you like this trailer? What do you think about it? What are all the most interesting points? For a 40-second trailer, this has actually got quite a lot to, dive into. This actually had quite a lot to dissect, so I think that's really cool. But make sure you let me know your thoughts about this Shadows trailer in the comment section down below. And as I said at the start of the video, to quickly address the lack of videos I've been putting out recently, it's just been a very simple thing of, now that we're kind of in the down season of the DC TV shows, I mean, we've been in this down season obviously since May. It's been quite a long time. It's now September. It's been very difficult to keep coming up with fresh content for you guys. It's been very difficult to keep coming up with new and ideas for videos, especially because I was so used to doing daily videos. Obviously, you guys, you always pretty much got daily videos on this channel. Maybe one day a week I wouldn't make a video, but every other day of the week you would get a video. And it was becoming quite monotonous to keep doing videos. It was getting quite monotonous to continue to keep coming up with these ideas that I didn't feel they were pretty good, and I didn't really feel like the effort I was putting into the videos were, as much as I could have been, because I wasn't really feeling the enthusiasm, because again, I just kind of felt like I was peddling out videos just for the sake of it. So recently I've kind of taken a step back and I've decided, no, I'm just going to make videos when I want to make them, stuff that actually I want to talk about. So basically, until the shows come back, I mean, obviously they come back next month, so we haven't got that long to wait now, but until the shows come back, I'm pretty much just going to be reporting on news. Like, anytime there's actually physical, tangible news, then I will make a video on it. Unless I do have a cool idea that I want to talk about, then obviously I will make a video about that. But if I have no ideas, then, you know, I'm just going to report on news. Like I say, like, this is a new trailer, so this is a cool breakdown to do. I want to talk about the new Flash trailer, or if we get a new Arrow trailer, obviously I'll do a breakdown on that, and all the other shows respectively. But for now, I'm just going to take I'm just going to taking it slow, and then when the shows come back, we'll see what happens. But when the shows come back, obviously I will be doing quite a lot more videos to, you know, because I'll have more stuff to go off of. I'll have more, you know, content to make videos off of. So I hope you guys understand that. I also have been working on my film channel a lot more recently, which if you don't know, I do have a film channel. I'll leave the link in the description. It's just been, you know, another side project, but while I haven't been as busy with my DCTV stuff, it's allowed me to focus a bit more on my film channel. So I'll leave the description to that in the comment section, or in the description down below. But I hope you guys understand, just because, again, it's just doing daily videos, it really kind of burned me out a little bit, so I decided to take a step back from that. But I hope you guys understand. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, it'll help me out a lot. And share this video with anyone and everyone you know who loves DCTV and get them to join the community. And as always guys, please subscribe for your latest content on Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow and Black Lightning. And with all that said guys, I hope to see you again in my next video.